But like the 20th time it happens, I'm fed up. I'm pissed off.
No, you're fed up, but after the show, how do you feel though?
Did I get paid really well? Welcome to the Vleftist vlog. I didn't make up that name, that was Nurideen. You can thank him for that. This is Mahir. I know you were expecting Ebadullah, but you have me instead. So, in this first installment of the Vleftist vlog, we're going to be tackling two things. The first is our show at Howard Theater. If you missed that, take a look at it here. The next thing that we're going to be taking a look at is what it means to be in a band and dealing with band burnout. So, on to the show. How was the Howard show?
Welcome to the Coliseum. Right now, 130, 130. We are Leftist.
Since Art Attack, that's one of the first grand stages we've had. And
It's been a long time coming, right?
right.
Yeah.
And the fact that we truly felt like we were the showstoppers of the night. Like we were the warriors that everyone came to see in that Coliseum, the gladiators.
He's got some sentimental.
You know what I mean?
Lord have mercy.
I am. I'm really
He's got
emotional.
hella
I'm really
poetic.
sentimental.
You should have talked
So, like,
last.
Yeah.
The Ebadullah fan club came out like
Yeah, it wasn't just
Okay.
it wasn't
No,
just
my
that.
friends
It
and
wasn't
my
just that for
family,
me.
you know?
It was also because like obviously you're third vocal / hype man / Swiss Army Afghan. You know what I mean? But like your energy was needed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of times where I feel like it makes it better when it's me, you, Mark, as the front three putting that energy out. But you were very, I mean, you spoke up and things like that, and it was just kind of like, yeah, this is like I was like, okay, I got somebody who got my back right now,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So it was hella live. It was definitely dope. And even going back and watching it and watching you clap and watching him clap and things like that, like it was really live. I mean, I could see him clapping because he was right in front of me, right? So I know he was with me, but like I couldn't see, going back and watching, I was like, yeah, we out here, we rocking. Like it's a certain part where we hit the first big note on Maximus, right? And I go, doom, and like your hands are going at the same time my hands are going down. Really dope, yeah.
It's funny because just like I love how close everyone was too. Because as soon as Mark hit that first note in Maximus, like the note that dropped the melody and the beat, like everyone was like, "Ooh, oh, okay, okay," and I'm like, "You damn right, okay."
Right. So that's always the vibe though. In my line, like it's always, especially when Maximus hits, it's always like, okay, all right. Then that first note comes and it's like, yeah, right, okay, maybe they got something going on here.
Yeah, just like
We got to talk about though Bate's addition to Maximus. Like, how did that change the live Maximus?
Bro, like so like for years. So I never like like I rarely want to play Maximus.
Yeah.
Right, live. I rarely do. Right, because I'd be standing there and I just be like, everybody scream Maximus. It's hard to do both at the same time because you're looking for. So what I did was instead of doing the 4, I switched it to 2. Maximus. You say, right? Yeah. But it wasn't catching as well as it as well as I wanted it to, and to have him there to create to rebuild that sound.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, the first time you hear it, it's just like the chill.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. Now
I saw your face on stage, like he's like,
I was vibing, bro. I was like, we here now. Now, he did, like, there was a skit at the beginning.
yeah,
I was like, So tell me about that.
So what happened? Because while I'm playing, me using the drum pad like on the DJ set, so I have to because pretty much it's like small samplers that I have and cue to each note. So it's kind of like the drum machine pretty much.
Right.
But at the same time, like because of there's the quality of the sound, like it comes with there's some slight noises. So pretty much every time I play it, that's when I go up with the volume.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's much clearer.
Really?
Yeah, so that's one thing. Like when I was practicing, that's what I kind of noticed. So the didn't think I pull up the volume fully, but you guys heard it.
Yeah.
And then on the sense part, I could not hear Brian because I was pretty much going with the Brian metronome. So I pressed the second one really quickly, and that's when it came out. And then by the third, I was like, all right, cool, I'll calm down. But this but again, that always happen. Like,
it's always some kind of joint.
Yeah, you always do some type of messed up, and then like after that one is gone, then like you fully.
Once you get past that first error,
the
first error.
I feel like sometimes making an error is almost necessary because you're like, oh, okay, whatever, I got it out of the way, and now I can relax.
Yeah, you can relax. That's exactly what happened.
So that kind of leads me to ask, how was it playing back with the band? Not just like a band, both playing with the band, because you know us, like you've played with us a lot before, but then what's it like playing with a band? Because I think as a DJ you haven't played with a band before.
Yeah, this is my that was my first time trying it.
So A, what was it like playing back with Leftist, and B, what's it like playing with a band?
Okay, but first you answer that question, what was it like with the other lollipops? When I got one.
I don't even know. I forgot how this got in my pocket. So
you took it out and ate it?
Right. So you just decided you're like, okay, cool. All right.
I mean, what else should he do with it?
I'll just put it away.
He's gonna have it in his mouth like, so you know.
No, I mean honestly, so performing being as a DJ, you pretty much you own everything that's getting played.
Right.
So you're on your own. Everything that happens, that's on you.
Right.
The transition, this music selection, however you get creative with it. It was this DJing has been very transformative for me, in a way where I'm more in touch with my creative side, which in a way I've told you before, I didn't know how to be creative because I was too afraid to fail. Yeah. But being a DJ, you're the only one up there, and pretty much for 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 or 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours, the whole mood depends on you.
Right.
Right.
So.
And you can't hide behind anyone.
You can't hide behind anyone.
Do you feel like playing bass you was hiding behind everybody, Ghana?
In the beginning I was yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I definitely miss y'all playing the band.
We miss you too, bro. Oh my god.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it was one of the sets that felt much more complete again.
Yes.
But
almost complete.
But we miss you on stage too, man.
Almost complete, bro.
Right, but to be honest, to have him there for me was I would have loved to have had him to my right. I know where Mahir's gonna be. He's gonna be to my right, and he's gonna be flipping out, doing spins. I know it, right? But to be able to see him, I don't know if you guys could see him, but I could see him.
He was jumping around.
Yeah, I could see him. To see him there.
Even Khalil, they were.
Yeah, he was flipping out. Yeah. So, but to have him there, to see him there was just it was okay, it was complete. Even Bryant being there, it was you know what I mean? It was a really opportune time to have everybody.
That's the first time he performed with us after years as well.
Yeah, it's been a couple years since
Brian too. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Right. So, and one of the things I wanted to talk about was, okay, you've played 100 shows. Do you guys ever feel like you've ever reached the point where it just feels like a job? It's just another show that you have to do?
I don't know. Honestly, for me, it's not.
Really? You've never feel like it's just a gig that you have to do?
It's not. For me, it's not just a gig. Because one thing you have to know is whether you do it, it's your first time or it's your 1 millionth time. It's as a performer, you should always consider the moment you get on stage to do your craft. It's a privilege in a way.
Yeah,
and it's always a unique privilege because think about it. Every show that we've done, it's always been different. There's gonna be at least 10 different people that have never seen us before.
Yeah.
Right. So just for those people,
might be those only 10 people there.
Yeah. Sometimes might be those only 10 people there, but just because the fact that you don't know what was going on throughout the day, the struggle that came through, they went through to get there. To see you perform, and I feel for me that's what I feel as a performer you owe it to them.
Look, sometimes it can get to a point where you have a gig coming up and you're like, all right, so my entire Saturday is shot, right? I gotta get there at 3 p.m. for a quote unquote 4 p.m. sound check for a show that starts at 8 p.m. that's not really gonna start until 9 p.m. right? And you're, like that can take a toll on you. And that gets in, honestly, like the first time you're like, cool, it's a show. But like the 20th time it happens, I'm fed up. I'm pissed off.
No, you're fed up, but after the show, how do you feel though?
Did I get paid really well? Sometimes it can be a great show, and I'm like, no, seriously. The fact of the matter is that like sometimes the show ends, it's 11 p.m. I'm tired, I'm cranky, I'm hungry. Sometimes
Mahir's always hungry. Mahir's always hungry.
Because I feel like y'all are like on polar opposite extremes right now, and I'm like right in the middle.
You're always in the middle.
You're always in the middle. Pick a side. Pick a side. Sometimes.
No, like, I'm gonna be
it's about
honest.
time.
I can't yell. Oh my god. Okay. Instead of focusing on the different things I used to focus on, kind of like, okay, I want to make sure I get this right or do this. It's just like, how can I one up myself from the last performance? Mm-hmm. It's like, how can I perform better in this show than I did the last time? And how can I give the audience a better experience? And how can I be a better bandmate through this? Like,
but wait,
wow, okay.
That's, as a musician and as an artist, you're only doing your job right now, right? Like you're thinking of new ways to improve the show, you're thinking of new creative aspects, or you're creating new creative outlets. The question I have is just sometimes implementing all of those in a show and all the things outside of the creative aspect of it, does that ever wear you down? Do you ever get annoyed at all of that?
I think that's the part I have fun with. And then I'm like, oh yeah, like that's
you
gonna make this so
like
cool.
A 12 p.m. sound
But
check?
no. If the show is at 8 p.m. and they're like, be here at 3 o'clock for a sound check and you live like 40 minutes
He ain't gonna be there till 5 anyway. That's particular. I would say the last few years, I've been exhausted.
Yeah.
Like with the entire process. Maybe because I felt like we were getting on stage, at least for me, and I just felt like it didn't. I don't know. It just felt like the whole makeup of it just was kind of like dead at that point. Like whatever we were doing was just kind of like, okay, we get on stage, we perform again. Yeah. We get on stage, we perform again. We get on stage, we perform again. Right. To me, it didn't mean anything. You know what I mean? It's just
There's a lot of monotony in that.
And here's the thing, and to tie back what I said to all of it, to kind of in like a conclusive kind of way, I think part of the reason why we felt so stagnant with Leftist was because we treated it like a job that we didn't want to perform. And now we're actually like, we're having fun again,
Deen, I've seen you ebb and flow through, through this type of, this cycle. How do you get in and out of it?
Get a wife. Get some booty. Before and after the show, my guy.
We're cutting that one out.
Spider Twerking above all else.
Spider Twerking.
To be honest, I would say probably find the purpose in everything, every part of it. There's a value in it for you. And then the other thing that I would probably suggest is just ask yourself, should you do it? I think a lot of people just think that it's worth doing just because. Sure. So that's what I would say. Like, find a purpose in it for yourself to want to actually do it.
Right. So we always got to end with Nurideen being the most poetic of us all. And there you have it. That's the first episode of the Vleftist vlog. Please remember to subscribe and let us know in the comments what you would like to hear us blabber on about. Until then, see you guys.